Hey, I'm James Briggs, most of you know me as Badger. I'm covering for Rosie today, as Team Good have either taken her down or she's just got sick. I was going to rant about college today, but when I thought a lot of people have it a lot worse than me at the moment, I thought I'd do something else, so I'm going to do a nice overview of how to get the most out of your overnight stay at MCM Expo. So let's get started. Number one on the list is something you're going to pack way beforehand, or at least I do. A decent suitcase. I wouldn't recommend an overnight travel bag. They're generally just not big enough, and they're not protective enough. If you've got delicate bits or cosplay items or just cameras or stuff in there, they could easily get damaged, especially if they're not sturdy. Also, a proper backpack will definitely help. A good bag like this, two proper straps, none of the little, like fabric stuff, it'll help. If you've got one of the little fabric bags, they'll just dig into your shoulders all day, and eventually it'll just cause you so much ache you won't be able to carry it. It'll just ruin your day. Number two is water. Whether it's for the day or the morning after a good night out, water is critical. If you arrive on a Friday like me, just a quick walk to a corner store, there's a good one near the Ibis. Just stock up on the musts, so things like water, get a good 4 litres will do you. Hydrated is one of the biggest ways to help stave off cold plague, and you don't want that when you get home. Definitely set a budget. Just because you have £500 in the bank doesn't mean you have to spend all that money. It's one weekend, it's not an entire holiday. If you're staying in a hotel, and just bunk up with as many people as you can, well, comfortably of course. And if you've got a larger group, try maybe getting an apartment. I haven't done it yet, but I've heard you can really make some savings staying in there. Also, don't buy if you think you see on show. If you see the latest series of something or something that looks exclusive or a one-off, buy it. If it's a good price for like a set, buy it. If you see something like £200 for the entire set of bleach, don't. You'll find it on eBay cheaper, you'll find it on Play cheaper, even Amazon. Also, don't forget and leave your money at home. I was so close to doing it last year. Also, on money, I definitely recommend not eating in XL. It's really expensive in there. Just scout out for a bit, a 10-minute walk, you'll find some great places nearby. Number 5 is ID. Especially if your name's on the room, or you've got a prepaid ticket like this one, which is the e-ticket, you're going to be asked for ID. If you want to get served in any bar around London, you're going to need ID. I wouldn't recommend using one like this. This is a local ID for me, it gets me good discounts in my local area, but they won't accept it in London. I'd definitely try using one of this. This is my driver's license, and they'll accept that, but there's no way most places will accept this. It's just not worth the risk. Try using a passport, driver's license, gun license, you have one, or any official standard one around Britain. Tickets and room booking. If you haven't got your ticket, you don't want to be paying an extra £20 just to get in. You've already got the ticket, there's no point leaving it at home. If you've booked a hotel, I'd definitely recommend bringing some sort of receipt, just to make sure you're not going to show up and turn out that you haven't got a room, or that your booking's been lost. Take some sort of proof of purchase. Have these things safely in your bag, your wallet, your suitcase, anything. Just make sure you have them when you leave. Cameras and handhelds. Make sure you take all the batteries, chargers, memory cards, games, anything that you need for these. There's no point in having a dead weight just sitting around in your bag. Especially with phone chargers. I was so lucky last time, because I forgot my phone, but luckily it had a good battery. But this time, there's no way I'll be nearly as lucky. I've got an iPhone 3G. Great phone, absolutely love it. But, I don't know, I've had this on most of the day, but it's already died. The battery in it is quite bad. And on that note, make sure you take a phone with you. Even if you don't carry one usually, it is one of the most important things I can definitely recommend you take. You don't want to lose your group. It's a big place, XL. It's a big place. A lot of people, a lot of crowds, especially with the other expo or whatever is going on at the same time. You're bound to lose your group at least once. A quick phone call can help save a lot of hassle. Next thing is deodorant. Definitely take deodorant and some sort of wash kit, sour stuff, anything they can use, just because you're away from home doesn't mean you need to be a slob. Your sun's going to be beating down on you all day, you're going to be surrounded by crowds. It gets fairly hot in there, especially the main centre. You don't want to be stinking on the way home, or especially stinking with everyone else around you. So there's no reason not to take deodorant, wash stuff, anything. Just have a good shower every day like you would at home, and everything will be fine. It's painkillers, medication, anything like this. Whether it's a paracetamol for the night after, or just a plaster for your broken heel, or an EpiPen if you're allergic to peanuts or anything, definitely take it, especially any sort of major medication. You don't want to be ruining your weekend by just ending up in the emergency room. There's no reason for you just to forget. And on that note, if you wear contacts like me, definitely take lens fluid, a case, spare contact lenses, and your glasses. Even if you don't wear them, like me, I can't remember last time I wore my glasses, but I'm going to take them just in case. You never know. People that do wear them know how much they can hurt. You don't want to be just sitting there all week in pain. Cosplay props and extras. You don't want to be making stuff like this, which took me a long time, and be leaving at home. I've got my Nerf gun all ready, all modded out, all awesome, for Tony's Nerf gun war, and that'll be a lot of fun, so I obviously don't want to leave this at home. There's no reason to be having something sit around on your shelf for 6 months, not being used, when you could have had a great time just because you bought that one thing. Well, I hope this helps any first-timers or even returning con-goers. I'm staying at the events this time around. If you see me, I'm going to be around the PTI a lot during the nights, or I don't know, just catch me around General XL. I'll be either Otacon or Tetris. I'll be the nice big green Z piece, or even if I dive Heatwave, I'll mostly switch out to my nice casual Eli Wallace. So if you see me, come say hi. I'll gladly talk to anyone. So anyway, see you next time. Badger out.